Hey everyone, it's Alongo. Life is full of surprises, some good, some not so good. But one thing's for sure, failing to save for emergencies can really throw you off track. Think about it, unexpected medical bills, car repairs, or even suddenly losing your job can be financially devastating if you're not prepared. In this video, we're going to break down exactly why an emergency fund is so important, how much you should actually have saved, and some easy steps to get you started today. Let's do this! Look, we've all been there. An unexpected expense pops up and you're scrambling to figure out how to cover it. Without an emergency fund, these situations can quickly spiral. You might be forced to rely on high-interest credit cards, drain your hard-earned savings, or even worse, dip into your retirement accounts. This creates a cycle of debt and financial stress that can take years to recover from. Imagine this. A sudden $500 car repair shouldn't derail your entire month. But without an emergency fund, that's exactly what can happen. A little planning and preparation can make all the difference. Okay, so you know you need an emergency fund, but how much is enough? The ideal target is 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses. I know that might sound like a lot, especially when you're first starting out, but don't let that number intimidate you. The key is to start small and gradually build up your savings over time. Even having $1,000 set aside can make a huge difference when those smaller emergencies inevitably pop up. Remember, it's all about progress, not perfection. Now, where should you keep this money? Your emergency fund needs to be easily accessible, but not so easy that you're tempted to spend it. That's why I recommend a separate high-yield savings account or a money market account. These accounts offer a slightly higher interest rate than traditional checking accounts, helping your money grow passively over time. And the most important thing, keep it separate from your everyday spending. You don't want to accidentally dip into your emergency fund for a spontaneous shopping spree. Chapter 4. Small steps, big results. Building an emergency fund is a marathon, not a sprint. Even if you can only afford to save a small amount each week, consistency is key. Think about it. Saving just $50 a week adds up to over $2,600 in a year. That's a significant amount of money that can provide peace of mind and financial security. Remember, every little bit counts. Chapter 5. Automate your savings. Like a boss. Let's face it, remembering to manually transfer money to your savings account every month can be a pain. That's where automation comes in. Set up automatic transfers from your checking account to your emergency fund each payday. This way, you're consistently saving without even thinking about it. Treat your emergency fund like a non-negotiable bill, because in a way, it is. It's an investment in your financial future and well-being. Chapter 6. Cut back, save more. Now let's talk about freeing up some extra cash to boost those savings. Take a look at your spending habits and identify areas where you can cut back on non-essential expenses. Could you skip dining out a few times a month and cook at home instead? Are there any subscription services you're not fully utilizing that you can temporarily pause? Redirecting even a small amount of money from these areas can make a big difference in the long run. Chapter 7. Windfalls? Time to boost your savings. We've all been there. You get a tax refund, a work bonus, or maybe even a cash gift. It's tempting to immediately spend that money on something fun, right? But here's the thing. Windfalls are a fantastic opportunity to turbocharge your emergency fund. Before you spend that extra cash on non-essentials, consider directing a portion, or even all of it, to your savings. Your future self will thank you. Chapter 8. Hands off that emergency fund. This is crucial. Your emergency fund is for emergencies only. That means unexpected medical expenses, sudden job loss, urgent home or car repairs, those kinds of situations. It's not for a spontaneous vacation or that new gadget you've been eyeing. If you find yourself tempted to dip into your emergency fund for non-essential expenses, it might be helpful to create a separate fund for those goals. This way, you can still enjoy life without jeopardizing your financial security. Outro. Build your financial safety net. Look, we never know what life is going to throw our way, but having a solid emergency fund can be the difference between a minor inconvenience and a major financial setback. Remember, Start small, stay consistent, and automate your savings. It all adds up. Now, I want to hear from you. What's your first step towards building or boosting your emergency fund? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more personal finance tips and tricks. See you in the next video.